students, today I am going to start the second chapter or important chapter in the 10th standard mathematics. The name of the chapter is triangles. Very lengthiest chapter, very important chapter to score marks. There are 8 marks allotted for this particular chapter, and majority of the greater theorems of 10th standard is in this particular chapter. Therefore, you have to give complete attention to learn this particular chapter. I am teaching for SLC students from past 37 years. Any student got 90%, he is well versed in this particular chapter. If you know this particular chapter, then only you can score good marks in public examination. Therefore, my sincere request is, see these videos regularly and understand. Once you understand the lesson, then you can easily score marks, right? Now, the name of the chapter is triangles. Total number of marks is 8. To start this particular chapter, certain basic things we have to understand. In geometry, we repeatedly use 2 terms. One is congruence. Congruent. Another one is similar. First one is congruent. The student should not be able to understand the difference between these 2 terminologies. The one is congruent, another one is similar. According to the definition, it is very simple. Congruent figures are geometrical figures having same shape, right here. Congruent and similar figures are geometrical figures. What are congruent figures? Geometrical figures. What are similar figures? Geometrical figures. But what is the difference between congruent figures and similar figures? Means congruent figures are geometrical figures having same shape and same size. Geometrical figures of same shape and same size are called congruent figures. Geometrical figures of same shape but of different sizes, or we don't mention about the size at all. Geometrical figures of same shape are called similar figures. Geometrical figures of same shape and same size are called congruent figures. Now I show some of the things. You have to understand which are the congruent figures, which are the similar figures. For example, if I show these 2 what is known as gas collecting jars. See these 2 gas collecting jars. Are they congruent geometrical figures, geometrical solids, or similar geometrical solids? Since they have same shape and same size, they are congruent. These 2 are congruent. Why they are congruent? Because they have same shape and same size. Now I will show you test tubes. See here, 2 test tubes are there. Test tubes, right? See, this is a bigger test tube, this is a smaller test tube. Both having same shape, but their sizes are different. See, the geometrical solids of same shape but of different sizes, we can call them as similar figures, but we can't call them as congruent figures. For example, if I keep one more test tube next to this, see, these 2 are congruent, these 2 are similar. Similar geometrical figures or solids are the solids of same shape, but they may not have same size. But congruent figures are congruent geometrical solids having same shape and same size. Same way I show you anything, you have to understand the similarity and congruency. See, these 2 are congruent, same shape, same size. When I show these two are conical flask. One is smaller, another one is bigger, but both of them having same shape. Therefore, they are similar, but they are not. All congruent figures are of same shape and same size. All similar figures are of same shape, but there is no same, they may have a different size. By that what happens? All similar figures are, see, All similar figures are not congruent figures, but all congruent figures are similar figures. Try to understand this. All congruent figures are similar figures. Why? Because similar figures having same shape. Therefore, congruence, all congruent figures are similar figures, but all similar figures are not congruent figures. To become congruent, the size should be same. See here, if I see these two, I ask you a question. Are they congruent? They are congruent. Are they similar? They are similar. Because all congruent figures are similar figures, but all similar figures are not congruent figures. Therefore, whenever I mention two geometrical figures are congruent, they are both congruent and similar. Now, see these two. They are similar. Shapes are same. They are similar. But they are not congruent because the sizes are different. Same way, see these two balls. They are congruent, therefore they are similar, right? These two are similar, but they are not congruent. Why? Because this is bigger, this is smaller. I clarify that. Geometrical figures are either congruent or similar. Congruent figures are geometrical figures having same shape and same size, whereas similar figures are the geometrical figures of same shape. Therefore, all congruent figures are similar, always similar, but similar figures are not always congruent. That you have to understand, right? See, whenever you see, I show these two cells. These two cells are congruent. Can I say them they are similar? Yes, they are similar also. They are similar and also congruent. But try to understand. Whenever I show you something else, see, these two are similar, but they are not congruent. To become congruent, their shape and size both should be same. But to become similar, only the shapes are sufficient, right? Therefore, in this chapter of 10th standard about triangles, we are given more importance to the similar figures. And you have to understand, what is the greatness of this particular content? The superb it is. Why? Because if you wanted to construct a house, to construct a house, you make a model. The size of the model of the house and the actual house are similar. Try to understand. We make a model. We have seen the model of Taj Mahal and the actual Taj Mahal. Actual Taj Mahal and the model of the Taj Mahal are similar figures. They are not congruent figures, but they are similar. Why? Because the shape of the model and the shape of the actual Taj Mahal is same. Now, recently the Ram temple is going to construct in Ayodhya. The model of the temple is already made. The model is of some size, scale. According to that same shape, they are going to construct the temple. Therefore, the actual temple and the model are similar. Therefore, any plan, building plan, city plan, layout planning, everything are made with the concept of similar figures. If you wanted to make a layout, how many sites, how many roads, everything you have to make a plan. The planning is similar to the actual site. Same way, you have seen the navigator. When you sit on the car or a mobile, the Google map is there. Google map shows the distance from the school to home. The distance and the actual distance are similar. They can't show 4 kilometers there. There what they do is 1 kilometer is equal to 1 millimeter. Therefore 4 millimeter means 4 kilometer. Like that they make according to the scale. Therefore all planning, industrial planning, layout planning, civil engineering, construction, wherever we go, we use the idea of similar figures. Then what about the congruent figures? See, you have seen many Innova cars, right? You have seen many Innova cars of same particular Crista, same model. Suppose if there is 1 lakh Innova car of Krista is there, all 1 lakh cars having a steering. The shape and size of the steering is same of 1 lakh. Not only the steering, each and every nut, bolt, wire, gear, everything should be same. I can remove one car's steering, I can put it in another Krista because the shape and size are same, they are congruent. Therefore, industries, in the industrial layout, what they do is, they do planning according to the similar figures. After the construction, while making it, they make all congruents. Cell, you are seeing the cell. The cell, if you purchase the Nippo, this is Nippo cell. How many cells may be there in the market? It may be 10 lakhs. All the 10 lakh cells are congruent. Same measurement of the positive, negative terminal, zinc, electrodes, everything is same. Same it is. Understood? Therefore, the similar and congruent figures are widely used in all kinds of industrial manufacturing. You are learned about computer aided designing, computer aided manufacturing, CAM and CAD. CAD means computer aided designing. In computer they make designs of cars, industries, machines, everything they make. All these figures, designs are of similar. They may not have the same size of the actual machine. They are similar. But in the CAM, computer aided manufacturing, there they will go for congruent. Therefore, this particular chapter is very widely used in industries, civil engineering. Therefore, we have to give utmost importance to learn this particular chapter. Now again I clarify, geometrical figures are of two types. Congruent figures, similar figures. What are congruent figures? Congruent figures are geometrical figures having same shape and same size. Whereas similar figures are geometrical figures of same shape. Therefore, all congruent figures are similar figures, but all similar figures are not congruent figures, right? That is the idea of similar and congruency. Understood the difference between similarity and congruency. Now see, in geometry, we have certain pictures, diagrams, figures, geometrical figures. Some of them are always similar. For example, if I draw a circle, I can draw a circle of different sizes, but I can't change the shape. When I change the shape, I can't call it as a circle. Therefore, circles are always similar. They may ask in the question paper, name the geometrical figures, they are always similar. Means what? These geometrical figures are always of same shape. They are identified by their shape. Circle is identified by its shape, not by the size. Circles may be smaller or bigger. Understood? Circle is different from a sphere. I am talking about what is known as the geometrical figures. These are called the geometrical solids. See, these are also similar. They are geometrical solids. Now come to the board. Here I can say that circles are always similar. Name a geometrical figure which is always similar. Circles are always similar. Can you guess one more geometrical figure that is they are always similar? Whoever may be, come and write on the blackboard. All of them are similar because all of them are having same shape. Which is that? Squares. Squares are always similar. Squares may be of different sizes, but the shape of the square is always similar. Squares are always similar. Circles are always similar. There is one more. Equilateral triangles. When you write equilateral triangles, you can write the equilateral triangles of different sizes, but all of them having same shape. But be careful, don't say that triangles are always similar. All triangles are not always similar. Equilateral triangles are always similar. Squares are always similar. and circles are always similar. Give examples for geometrical figures, they are always similar. Very simple answer, circles, squares and equilateral triangles. Now we say that some of the geometrical figures we can't say them always similar. For example, rectangle. Rectangle we can't say that all of them are always similar. Some of them are similar. See, one rectangle I can write like this also. They may not have same shape. Therefore, their rectangles are not always similar. Circles, squares, equilateral triangles are always similar. The same way, take my photo. My photo of stamp size, passport size, landscape size, any size you take, my photo is similar. Therefore, you can recognize me. Understood? In different sizes, if I look different manner, then you can't recognize me. Therefore, the similar figures are geometrical figures having same shape, not same size. If size and shape are both are same, then we call them as what? Congruent figures. Try to understand, right? What type of geometrical figures are always similar? Circles, squares and equilateral triangle. Now, I come back to, now you know two things. What are congruent figures? Congruent figures are geometrical figures having same shape and same size. Second thing, what are similar figures? Similar figures are geometrical figures having same shape. All congruent figures are always similar. But all similar figures are not always congruent. Give example for similar figures, always similar. Circles, squares, equilateral triangle. Now, we have to continue this. See, we remove it. I remove this. Now try to tell me, how can I detect similar figures? Circles, I know, always similar. Squares, always similar. Equilateral triangle, always similar. What about right angle triangle? What about the isosceles triangle? Different types of triangles are there. How can I understand this? Therefore, they are given a certain condition to identify similar figures. The condition I list it out here. What they tell is, two polygons of same number of sides are similar if and only if two polygons of same number of sides, you have to give emphasis to this particular part. Same number of sides means I should not compare triangle with a square, because triangle is of three-sided geometrical figure, whereas square is four-sided geometrical figure. I should not compare the triangle with a square, the triangle with a pentagon. Pentagon should be compared with a pentagon. Triangle should be compared with the triangles only. Therefore, two polygons of same number of sides are similar if and only if two conditions they are given. Their corresponding angles are equal. Their corresponding angles are equal. Their corresponding angles are equal. D. Their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. But to practice this, 2 marks question it is. What are the conditions of similar figures? Two polygons of same number of sides are similar if and only if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Actually, there are three conditions. One is same number of sides, angle should be equal, and corresponding side should be in the same ratio. I tell you, see here. Here, there are two triangles. I write two triangles. There are two triangles. One is ABC, another one is DE. There are two triangles. Here angle A, now in the first problem and first example, therefore I write the numbers. Later on I don't write the numbers. This is 30 degrees. In this triangle, angle D is 30 degrees. Let us assume like that. And the triangle, the angle B is equal to 70 degrees. Here angle E is equal to 70 degrees. Angle C is equal to 80 degrees. And angle F is equal to 80 degrees. And I mark this side as, this is 6. This is 6. I write this is 12. This is 2. This is 4. This is 5. This is 10. See, according to this definition, I simply made two triangles. Now see this. This definition satisfies this condition. Simple it is. There are two triangles, means what? The first condition is satisfied. Two polygons of same number of sides. Here triangle is having 3 sides. Right? Next is, their corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles. You have to write according to their angles. See? Triangle. I write A, B, C. A, B, C. And this triangle, angle A is equal to 30 degrees. The first angle I mentioned as 30 degrees. Here also I should mention the first angle as 30 degrees. Therefore I should write D. Then angle B is equal to 70 degrees. Here 70 degrees is E. C is equal to 80 degrees. F is equal to 80. Therefore, these two triangles are written according to their corresponding angles. Angle A is corresponding to angle D. Angle B is corresponding to angle E. Angle C corresponding to angle F. Right? Corresponding angles are equal. And the third condition or second condition is their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. How to identify the corresponding sides? Very simple. To identify the corresponding sides is A, B, C and D, E, F. You are written in the correct order of the corresponding angles. Therefore, the first two, see the first two. First two is what? A, B. Here first two is what? D, E. Make a ratio. Make a ratio AB by DE. AB by DE ratio you make. Where is AB? AB is here. What is the measurement of AB? 6. Where is DE? DE is here. What is the measurement of DE? 1. See, I simplify this. This is 1 by 2. The ratio of AB by DE is equal to 1 by 2. What are these AB and DE? AB and DE are corresponding sides. How to understand the corresponding sides? Corresponding sides are the sides opposite to equal angles. See, AB is opposite to angle 80. Here, the side opposite to angle 80 is DE. Therefore, AB and DE are corresponding sides. To identify that one, I made a shortcut. First two are corresponding. How I understood? I written the angles according to their corresponding angles. See, I written the names of the triangle according to the corresponding angle. A corresponding to D. First is first. Second, B is corresponding to E. C is corresponding to F. Therefore, identify the corresponding side. Very simple. First two. Next is second and third. Take the second and third. Here also take the second and third. Second and third. Second is what? BC. Take BC. What is the second and third? EF. See the measurement of BC in the diagram 2. See the measurement of EF in the diagram 4. BC and EF are what type of sides? They are corresponding sides. What are corresponding sides? Corresponding sides are the sides opposite to equal angles. I cancel this. 1 by 2. See? The ratio of the corresponding sides is equal. One more is there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3 I made. Now 1, 3 I made. First and last. First and last. I make a ratio. AC. I write it here. AC by DF. You have to verify it. AC is opposite to which angle? AC is opposite to 70 degree. Then DF is also opposite to 70 degrees. Then what is the length of AC? Length of AC is equal to 5. What is length of DF? DF is equal to 10. What is the ratio there? 5 ones are 5 twos are 1 by 2. See the ratios. The ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. Ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. The corresponding sides are there in the same ratio. Therefore, the condition of similar figures is two polygons of same number of sides are similar. If and only if their corresponding angles are equal, their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. See, I have written two triangles ABC and DEF. In triangle ABC, 30 degrees, 70 degrees, 80 degrees are there. In triangle DEF, 30 degrees, 70 degrees and 80 degrees are there. This 30 is corresponding to 30, 70 is corresponding to 70, 80 is corresponding to 80. Are written according to their corresponding angles. Once I write the name of the triangles according to their corresponding angles, then I can easily identify corresponding sides by this trick. First two, first two. Second two, second. First and last, first and third. They are all corresponding sides. They are always in the same ratio. We do more number of examples to understand this particular content. So I write one more example. See, here there is a triangle. I change the name. I write it as PQR. Here there is one more triangle. I write this as XYZ. Be careful to understand the content properly. The condition of similar figures is two polygons of same number of sides are similar if and only if their corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Now I mark the angles. I don't put the numbers now. Be careful about it. See, I mark angle P. I use a color. I mark angle P as a single arc. Here I mark Y by a single arc. What it means? Angle P is corresponding to angle Y. And then angle R I mark with a double arc. Here angle X as double arc. Right? Then Q with a cross, Z with a cross. Right? You can put a triple arc also. I put a different. Now tell me, can you identify the corresponding angles in these two triangles? I tell you, angle P is corresponding to angle Y, angle Q is corresponding to Z, angle R is corresponding to X. Therefore, if they are similar, let us assume these two triangles are similar, they are equal, the angles are equal, they are equiangular triangles, not equilateral. equiangular. All measurements of magnitude of angle of PQR is there in the triangle XYZ. Therefore, what I do is, I write the name of the triangle like this. Triangle. If I write this as PQR, and write this name of this triangle, here there is a skill. If this triangle is PQR, then this triangle, you should not write it as XYZ. You have to write the name of the triangle according to their corresponding vertices, corresponding angle. How? Angle P, the first one is angle P. Angle P is corresponding to what? Angle Y. Therefore, the first letter should be Y. P is corresponding to Y. Next is Q. Q is I marked as a cross, which is the cross in this Z. Therefore, X, Y, Z. Then comes R. R is double R. Where is the double R here? X. Therefore, I name these two triangles according to their corresponding angles or corresponding vertices. Once I write them as in the corresponding vertices, I can easily write their corresponding sides. How? First two, see, cross check it. First two, this is the skill you have to develop. First two is what? PQ. Here first two is what? YZ. PQ by YZ are corresponding sides. How I can cross check it? See PQ. Where is the PQ? PQ is here. What are corresponding sides? Corresponding sides are the sides opposite to equal angles. See, PQ is opposite of double arc, right? YZ is also opposite to double arc. Angle opposite to equal angles are called corresponding angles, sides. Therefore, PQ and YZ are corresponding sides. Their ratio is equal to, the ratio of PQ by YZ is equal to, now see this second and third. Second and third is QR. Here second and third is ZX. Therefore, the ratio of QR by ZX is same as the ratio of PQ and YZ. These two are corresponding, these two are corresponding. There is one more ratio in there, which is the third ratio. First and the last, PR. The ratio of PR is same as the ratio of YX. These are all corresponding sides. What are corresponding sides? Corresponding sides are the sides opposite to equal angles in the case of the similar triangles. Right? Now, I go back to the condition. What they are telling is, two polygons of same number of sides are similar if and only if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Therefore, see children, whenever you wanted to identify, because our chapter is mainly based on triangles, I give an example only of triangles, and when you consider two triangles, always identify them by equal angles and write their names according to their corresponding angles. Once you write the angles according to the corresponding angles, it is easy for us to identify corresponding sides. What are corresponding sides? Corresponding sides are the sides opposite to equal angles. Okay. Now I give 2-3 other examples given in the textbook. See, they may ask you a question. Always they ask, this is for 1 mark. The question is like this. See, here there is a square. Here there is a rectangle. I name them. This is ABCD. ABCD is a square. PQRS is a rectangle. Now tell me that. Are they similar? Square and a rectangle are similar? No, they are not similar. Next question arises, why they are not similar? Come to the condition. Two polygons of same number of sides are similar if and only if same number of sides. First condition is satisfied. Both of them having four sides. I can compare these two. I can compare because both of them having four sides. Second thing is, their corresponding angles are equal. Their corresponding angle should be equal. Yes, their corresponding angles are equal. See, all angles of a square is equal to 90 degree. All angles of the rectangle is also 90 degree. Second condition is also right. But what about the third condition? Third one is, their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Means, see, the length of AD, if we make a ratio, here all sides are equal. Here all sides are not equal. Therefore, corresponding sides are not in the same ratio. Square and a rectangle are not similar. They may ask you, square and a rectangle are not similar. Give reason. Even though they have their corresponding angles are equal, they are not similar. Why? Because their corresponding sides are not in the same ratio. Sides are not in the same ratio. Now I write one more. Here there is a square. ABCD is a square. Now I write a rhombus. Rhombus is a kite-shaped structure. PQRS is a rhombus. In rhombus, all sides are equal. In square also, all sides are equal. But in rhombus, opposite angles are equal. See. Now they will ask you a question. Is square and a rhombus are similar? Square and rhombus are similar? No. Why? Condition. Check the condition. Both of them having same number of sides. Right? Both of them having same number of sides. Second condition. Their corresponding angle should be equal. Here angles are equal to what? 90. Here angles are not equal to 90. Here opposite angles are equal. Since corresponding angles are not equal, square and rhombus are not similar. Corresponding sides are not in the same ratio, therefore square and rectangle are not similar. Okay, now see, don't get confused. You are learned only 3 or 4 things in this particular class. One is, what is the name of the chapter? Triangles. How much marks we are going to get in the chapter? 8. And this chapter is a very lengthy chapter. We have to understand. First thing is, what we have to learn? What is the difference between congruent figures and similar figures? What are congruent figures? Congruent figures are geometrical figures having same shape and same size. What are similar figures? Similar figures are geometrical figures of same shape. Therefore, all congruent figures are similar figures, but all similar figures are not congruent figures. That you have to make it clear. The next question arises, where we are using this? We are using this in computer designing or industrial designing, industrial manufacturing. Everywhere we use congruency and similarity. Designing pattern we use similarity. Next question arises, how can I say that two geometrical figures are similar? There is a condition. Two polygons of same number of sides are similar if and only if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Corresponding angles means what? Equal angles. If two triangles are there, if they have angles equal, they are called corresponding angles are equal. What the corresponding angles are equal, you have to write the names of the triangle according to their corresponding angles to identify corresponding sides. What are corresponding sides? Corresponding sides are the sides opposite to equal angles, and the ratio of the corresponding sides are always equal. That we have to understood in this particular session. Assignment number 66. First question, what are congruent and similar figures? What are congruent and what are similar figures? Second one is, give examples for three geometrical figures. They are always similar. Always similar. You have to search, get the answer and write. Third one is, write the conditions of similar figure. Very important question it is. Many number of times they ask in the public examination. Fourth one is, two triangles are given. I mark angle A by a single arc, angle Q as single arc, B is double arc and P is double arc, and C is not marked and R is not marked. Now you can identify these two are similar figures, similar triangles, and identify their corresponding side. The first one is you have to find the corresponding side of AB. What is the meaning of the corresponding side? Corresponding side is a side opposite to equal angles that you have to find and write. Once you are able to understand the corresponding sides, it is very easy to solve the problems of similar triangles. Thank you.